Hello everybody and welcome back to Balake Farms. So you join me after the big harvest of the new field, and I know you guys probably haven't seen it because we've lost the footage, unfortunately. Well, we haven't lost the footage, the sound wasn't there, which is a bit annoying, but we have put it into a small collaboration so you can see snippets of what we were doing. So we're just returning the telehandler back to the yard because we stacked all the bales onto the lorry trailer, which is now parked in the shed. And we need to work out what we're going to keep for the cows and what we're going to be selling come December. Then we'll probably move on into October, where I believe the corn, soybeans, or can't remember what the other crop, sunflowers, that's it, will be ready to harvest. So we'll get them harvested. They're all going to go into storage because we're going to keep all of them crops until their best sell point, which is going to be next year at some point. So get the telehandler part back in the yard. Let's have a look how many bales we've already got. So they're 11,000 litres each, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got quite a few bales down here. Well, actually it's 8. We've got quite a few bales down here already, and there's another one in there. Now the cows are full at the moment with food, but we have got the bales in there ready to go. So we will go check on the other animals because we did spend most of the last episode harvesting. So let's nip down to the old sheeparoonies. So they've still got 2 bales. No meadow, which is hardly surprising at this time of year. And we've got bit of a pallet there going already, so not too shabby. The chickens, I've got 2 more pallets for us, so we'll get them moved out the trigger so more can spawn. Better get that put down there. So we will be getting these sold come November. It will be a very good time for it. Down here, check on the food. Yeah, that one's pretty much full up, so we'll get that other pallet just pushed to the side here as well. And there we are, so another pallet there, and they're pretty much full. So I think we're on top of our animals at the moment. Eggs, yeah. Great, so yeah, they're pretty full as well. And the cow shed, we got 21,000 litres of hay. Milk is now 15,000 litres. So we are on top of all of our jobs. So what we're going to do is we're going to move on into October now, and we're going to see if there's anything ready to harvest. Well, hello and welcome to October. So the sun is shining. I know it's a bit dark at the moment, it's early in the morning. We thought we'd get an early rise, so let's just go check on all of our animals. So we've got some good wool overnight. The sheep have eaten the 2 bales we had out here, and they are running low, so we do need to bring some more bales up here at some point. Chickens there, still got plenty of food in them, so we'll just get these pallets pushed aside, ready for next month. And our chickens down here, still quite full, so that's good. Cows, they've eaten quite a bit of hay, but like I say, we've got quite a few bales, so we'll have to bring a couple up for the goats, because the sheep, as you can see, yeah, they're just starting to eat through that, so it won't take them many minutes to eat through all of that. But yeah, all is looking good. So let's have a look and see if we've got anything ready to harvest. So yes, the corn is ready. And the sunflowers are ready to harvest. So let's jump into our combine. We shan't be needing, that's the other question, these 2 fields down here, do they need weeding this month? They do. So I'm going to go set a worker on down here. So I'll quickly run David Brown down there so he can get them done for us while we're concentrating on the big harvest. Field 33 now needs to be cultivated, and then we need to spread lime on it because new field to us. It is, we have a look, yeah, the pH is quite bad. But it's not the end of the world. It's not a bad field either, so this will take a lot. Don't think it'll take too much down here. So in the grand scheme of things, all of our fields are pretty good. This one's a bit poor, so why is that one? Ah, the nitrogen's... Yeah, but that's soybean, so you wouldn't expect the nitrogen. So we'll have to check on that, see why the environmental score's poor on that. Because we do like to keep our scores up. So that was 78, that was 51. What's it say? Does it give us a... let's have a look. Ah, so liquid fertilizer, lime. Yeah, so it's not a problem. We will work on these fields, keep them on as best as possible, but we know we're going to have to spread lime in there this time. So, without further ado, I am going to jump. Well, I'm already in it. And hopefully I can get this out of the shed. And I will get this over to the 2 little fields. I'll fill it up with some herbicide, take it over there. The worker then can spray our fields with herbicide for us while we start doing a bit of combining. I might even put a worker in the big field just to start getting the cultivation underway, and then we can spread lime once he's done that and bring it up to scratch. Obviously we won't be using the field until next year, so it's not the end of the world, but it's best to keep on top of these things, and then we know where we are, because then we'll probably spread lime on all of the fields again. But there's the bales we've got anyway, so we'll need to get them to the sheep pen at some point as well. So it's going to be a busy episode. But for now, let me run this over to the little fields, 13 and 14 I believe they are. I'll get a worker on doing the herbicide, and then we'll move some bits about and we'll get harvesting. Right, so here we are at the field. So we're going to get the combine on, and we're going to start with the sunflowers. So we've got sunflowers in the corn to do. Well, I thought we'd start with the sunflowers, get this field done. We've got the worker now set up in the field next door. He's doing cultivations. So after he's done that, he can come in that field there. Well, that half of this field. And then we can get this side of the field done. I'm not expecting this to fill the combine up very fast. I don't know if it'll fill it up at all, but we'll get it harvested and then we'll see what we've got. Let's say we'll be putting this into storage now until, let's have a look. I think it's March time, isn't it, of sunflowers? Yeah, March. To be fair, you almost could sell it direct. I'm just thinking. We'll have a look. We'll see once we're done. And if we've got a 448 there, which isn't a million miles away. So we'll have a look once we've done the field anyway. If the price is still about that, we might as well sell the sunflowers direct. Now, I know the soybeans, June is the time to get them, so we will sell them in June no matter what, because we'll nearly lose £3,000 per 1,000 litres. And the corn, yeah, the corn's the same, you get nearly £1,000 for waiting, so we will keep both of them. But yeah, we might sell the sunflowers, because I would like to upgrade the header on the combine. So I was just having a quick look through the menu while I was coming over just to see what we've got. We've got a 5.3. And I would like to get a 6 or a 9. So I'm not 100% sure if we're going to sell this combine, buy a bigger combine. It all depends on money, really. I don't think there's an overall lot of difference, but... So I think, what have we got? We've got this one. Now, we could go on to... So that's 150. We could go on to this cheaper one. Or we could go on to this hydrostatic one here, 3-speed hydrostatic. 210 horsepower. Nice combine. Grain tank is... It's less than the grain tank on ours though, that's the thing. We've got a fairly good setup here. R1 though is only 150 horse, and that, like you say, we could upgrade to this one. This one's 180, but the corn header is smaller, so we'll probably have a play around because I'd like a bigger header for the front. Now, if we went for that first one we was looking at, we could get a 6.9. 9 meter. So that 9 meter would make a big difference. That really would make a big difference, that header. So yeah, that would be a massive upgrade. In terms of corn headers, looks like that's 6 meter. We've got this one, 5.3, and it doesn't look like there's much bigger than a 6. So corn headers, not so much of an upgrade, but we could upgrade the normal header. That would be a massive help. So soybeans, wheat and that stuff as well when we're baling. We ain't got so many swaths to worry about. So it's what I'm looking at with these bigger fields. We could do with some bigger, just a bigger combine really, bigger equipment so we can quickly harvest it. Like, this isn't too bad. It's 5 meters, doesn't take too long, but if we could get something a bit bigger, it'd be great. But yeah, let me crack on with this and we'll see how many sunflowers we can get off this field. Right, so that is our first load ready to go. We're just going to move the old David into the next field. Get him working, spraying the weeds off in that one. And then at least we know that that is all done. Well, I think this has got barley and the other one's got wheat in it. Or is it canola? I can't remember exactly. But yeah, at least we know that they're all done, ready. So we're going to find the lorry. Unless that's empty. To be fair, we could fill everything up, take this. Do we want to take this? Do we want to leave it here? Probably just leave this here because that is our last of our food until we make some more. So just get this metal. Oh, I'm pretty sure it is anyway. Let's just double check. I don't want to be thinking, oh, I've got no food if I've got some. So, yeah, so all we've got is 3,000 litres of linseed. Oh, no, we have got 26,000 litres of wheat. So, yeah, not to worry yet. But we have got some wheat on stock. So, probably leave that there and we'll just use the lorry. Plus, it's quick if we're taking it to sell points. So there's all our straw bales on the trailer. Stacked by myself. With the telehandler. Not the best stacking in the world. Not the worst. So I've got the lorry trailer in the yard, undercover. So we'll go grab that. And then we can run up to the field, unload that first load into the car compartment. I think we might get another half load. I don't think we're going to get a full load off it, to be fair. But yeah, either way, we'll probably get it sold direct, like I said, because I think it's going to be fairly decent money. So, no point of wasting an opportunity, because otherwise we've got to wait till March. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but like I say, we've got things to buy. So, combine, more land if we can. We'll never say no to more land, because it means we can plant more and more, get bigger and bigger. Let me just have a quick look. See, I don't think there's anything in the sale, actually. I haven't checked the sale on this map for ages. So, it was a nice vintage tractor. We haven't got one of them, you know. We haven't actually got a Ford tractor. Not that we really need to add any more tractors to the old collection, but, you know, I quite like all the different tractors we've got. Is this the one where you can put the pizza cutter wheels on it? Ah, maybe not. There's one where you can put the pizza cutter wheels on. They look very cool. But yeah, so yeah, we don't need that. I've got sidetracked that. Milk lorry 1997. That might be quite handy for moving our milk around. £11,000. Do you know what? I'm gonna buy that. I think that's well worth it for moving our milk. We're soon going to be having to take the first load. I mean, that's too new. Don't think there's anything else age appropriate for us. No. So yeah, let's go get these sunflowers anyway. I just got sidetracked by looking in the sale because I haven't done it for a while. But yeah, that trailer, I think that's going to be perfect. We can load it up with milk. And that should make our lives so much easier. So yeah, let's get across here now. Let's get our... Well, I do that every time. Got to give it a much wider swing on that. But yeah, let's get these sunflowers in here, get that field done, and then we can see where we are. We might even be able to put the corn in the trailer as well, but we're not going to sell the corn directly because, like I said, I don't want to lose £1,000 a 1,000 litres. I don't mind losing £100. Get it sold now to bring some money in, but yeah. Anyway, let me get this unloaded and then we'll carry on with that harvest, and then I'll see you when it's all done for a grand total. Right, so that is our sunflowers all harvested. So we'll put that in there. It looks like we're going to have just over 10,000 litres. So we'll have a check of the price. See if it's still half decent. Yep, we've still got a 3448. So we're going to get that sold at the general store, which is just over there. So not even far. So we'll get that sold first, and then we can drive the combine to the cornfield. And then we'll get that harvested, and we'll take the lorry straight there. But first, let's get this sold. 10,000 litres, 648. So not too shabby, really. It's only a little field. I might reinstate this field as one big one and put a big combinable crop on it. If we get a bigger combine, and then leave the two littler ones for doing sugar beet and potatoes and stuff, and just keep these bigger fields for our combinable crop. But I haven't decided yet, so yeah, it all depends if we get a bigger combine, really. Right, let's get to the sell point and get this sold. Right, let's find out what we're going to get for our sunflowers. So there we go. Bank account is crawling up. That's what we like to see. And boom, £36,720 plus £1,000 environmental. Which is really not too bad off 10,000 litres of sunflowers. So let's go get the corn in now. We'll run the lorry over there first, and then we'll follow in the old combine. And I say, if we get enough, and we get enough back for ours, we might even buy something just a little bit bigger to help us out on the soybean field and the wheat harvest and the canola that's coming up. Right, let's run down to the next field and let's get it done. Weirdly, our combine isn't working. I think we might have to sell it a bit earlier. I think it's because the head is too high and we can't quite get it low enough. So I think it is time we bought a new combine for the farm. So there is this 1995 one. What's it got? 6 metre and 6 metre. That's fat. Yeah, I wasn't really prepared for this right now, but for some reason it's not working. I think it's the header off this one anyway we've got. So, like you say, it's... Oh, we could actually get a 10,000 litre on there. We want the biggest horsepower we can. Wide tyres. Keep it. What a chopper. Put a long pipe. So we need £98,000. So that ain't going to be too bad, I don't think. Because we can go in here. Let's get ours sold. We've had it for a while now, and it's been a good combine, really. But let's say it's not working on the corn. And I know it's probably because we got the wrong headers for it, but not the end of the world. It does open us up, though. If we buy a new combine now, we can get a massive header for the soybeans. So yeah, I think we'll go for an international this time. So we'll have the big grain bin on top. We'll have the big engine. Nice wide tyres. Standard axle. What chopper. Shaft side. Putting a rear weight on. We're going to have a big pipe. So yeah, £98,000. She's pricey, but I think it's a good investment so we can get a nice big header, which I think we'll buy once we sell all the eggs next time. Which reminds me, we do need to clear the trigger again, ready for the next load of eggs. But yeah, next month in November, when we get all these sold, we'll have a nice bit of cash coming through the farm. So here it is. So yeah, I forgot we'd bought that nice big milk tanker for the chickens, and there we go, one big international combine. She's a beaut. So let's fire it up. Let's get it over there and see if this will do the corn harvester. Back wheels are quite small on the old girl though, but she looks fairly removable. So yeah, let's get it over to the field and see if it makes any difference. Right, so yeah, changing the combine seems to have worked. The header is a lot happier. It actually doesn't look silly anymore. So yeah, it's working nicely. So we will get the bigger header bought for this combine for the normal one, and then I think we'll upgrade to the little 6 meter one as well. Sell this one and get the 6 meter one, so we've got the biggest we can get. And then that means we can do bigger fields. Well, I say this one's only 0.7, so it's not massively bigger, but it all makes a difference. But yeah, I'm going to get this cornfield quickly harvested with our new combine, and she seems to be pulling well. So, and it's worked, so that's the main thing. I was a bit confused, but we have done corn with the other one before, so I'm not overly sure why all of a sudden it decided didn't like doing corn. Don't know. Bit strange, but never mind. I was going to buy a bigger combine. It just meant we bought it a bit sooner. So there we go. Let's get cracked on. There we are, our first corn harvest with the new combine complete. So I'll get this dumped in the trailer and we'll have a look at the grand totals. Let's get it in there. So think it's going to be just over 20,000. Well, it must be just over 20. Oh no, we're... Oh, we might even get full. Oh, not quite. So we've got 34,377 litres of corn. So we're going to chuck this up in the farm silo, because like I said, it's not a great time to sell it. But we will be keeping an eye out for when it is the best time to sell it. It's a nice trailer load of corn. It's not bad off that half of the field, really. Not bad at all. It's yielded very well. I wasn't expecting to get half of that off it, to be honest, but here we are. So let's get it dumped in the silo up here. Then we can take the new combine back to the store. And then we might even have a look at how much the new header is. The 9-metre one's going to cost us. And we will probably sell the old one ready for the soybeans next month. But like I said, it's not the end of the world if we have to sell the eggs first thing next month and then afford it. So we'll just see. We'll play it by ear. We'll see what we can make from our other one and how much the new one is, and then we'll go from there. But for now, let's get this tipped, get everything back to the yard, and we'll see where we go from there. Right, so I've just sold our header and it is time to buy a bigger header. So we've got the International, so there's two types of ones we can go for. There's this one, which is only a 6.9 metre, but I think we're going to go for the 810 one, which is a 9 metre. So it does soybean, sorghum, linseed. So let's go in here. £6,000, so it's actually relatively cheap to buy. So let's get that bought. That's a nice big header. Right, we need to buy a header trailer as well. And hopefully we've got some Massey Ferguson one. We just need something that's 9 metre. Now, this is where we might just have to get a header trailer. Sort of excuse the age, because I don't think we've got one installed and we're definitely going to need one. So I think we'll put that header trailer on. And let's do it in our old school. So we've now got an International. Do we have International red? We've got case red. Oh, that's Massey Ferguson red. We'll go for case red because kind of the same thing. Rim collar will keep black. So that is £10,000. Let's get that bought. So there we go. We're going to run the lorry now down to go pick up the... Where's the lorry? Where's the lorry? We're going to go pick up the milk tanker. And if it's got a tow bar on the back, we will bring the header back. If not, we will have a trip up there with a tractor and we'll collect our new header. So we're going to get this milk container picked up and we'll get it dropped off at the other farm. And that is where it'll pretty much live until it's either full or we decide that milk's good. I always forget when milk is its best. So let's have a look. So we should have milk 16,000. So 2,124 to be fair, it's either sell it today or wait till January. So now, considering we've got the milk trailer, I think we should just go and yeah, probably just go and get it sold. And then next month we will be selling all the eggs, and then we can save up, and we might be able to afford another field. But the fields now are getting quite expensive, so it might take quite a few harvests now, or bits and bobs, to save up to get a really decent sized field. But not to worry, that's what we're here for. So we'll get this one chucked on, and let's have a quick look at our new header trailer, header while we're here. So let's just get this put on here. So she's well used, but not the end of the world. Now it has got a tow bar on it, so I don't know if it'll let us tow it, but we'll soon see. So here it is. This is our new big header. Nice 9-meter header. That's going to make harvesting these fields so much nicer. And here's our trailer we're going to use to tow it around. You can see that the colour match isn't too bad. It's nearly there, so I'm quite happy with that. We'll get that header put on here. People at the store will give us a hand. They'll lift it on here. Then we'll see if we can put it on the back of that and take it back to the yard. So I've just pulled up here. Just going to drop the header trailer there. And then we'll come pick that up with the old International tractor, because that is our header trailer tractor. And we're going to take this up to the farm, and hopefully we'll get some milk extracted in our nice big trailer. So it holds 44,000 litres. I think we've only got 15,000 litres in storage at the moment, so not too much. So let's pull it up there. There we go. So we can get some milk filled up. We've got 16,000 litres. So what I need to do is check how many cows we've got in here and if they're breeding. So we've only got 20 cows in there. So I'm thinking, let's get a few more bought so that we can get the milk production really going. So let's see. Let's put 10 more in there. Some older ones. And then hopefully that'll get our milk production really moving. So we will need to move those bales in there because they're now going to get hungrier. They'll also need more bedding, but yeah, I think it's well worth it. The cows are quite a good asset on the farm. So we're just going to take this International, go pick up our new header, get it pulled into the yard and off the road, and then we might go and sell the milk. Right, so here we are at the dairy. So let's get our milk sold. There we go. Let's see what 16,000 litres of milk is going to bring us. Should bring us about 32 grand, I would imagine, but let's find out. £35,000 and £1,700 environmental. Perfect. Helps us back up to £48,000. So we're going to leave it there today, guys. We've done quite a lot. We've bought a new combine. We've bought bigger header. And we've sold a load of milk. So it's been a busy episode. And that's great. So next time we've just got the soybeans to harvest and feed the animals. So thank you for watching. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Any suggestions, please leave them below. And as always, if you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, you'll get a notification of the next video on where we harvest them soybeans with the new header. I'll see you there. Goodbye for now.